Karma, often in everyday language, when something bad happens to us, we say, oh, well, that's karma, right? But karma can also be good as well. Like if you're wealthy in this life. And it's very clear in India, it's very clear according to astrology and a lot of things, that it's because you were generous in your past life. If you were harsh with people, if you were difficult, if you weren't nice, if you were violent, then that is also reflective in this life through illness. Maybe you learned your lesson to some degree, but then the illnesses have to come, or maybe people are then violent towards you. So it kind of explains the universe in a very objective way, rather than in the classic Christian way, which is like we have diseases because of a God which is just malicious or something like this, which isn't, in my opinion anyway, which isn't the case. And I tend to follow along the lines of the theory of karma. So it helps to explain the universe, I feel, very well, so that everything is kind of explained. The reason why I might have had that car accident when I was 16 was because of a certain karma. And usually these karmas actually, even though that was a great struggle for myself, later on it turns out that that's what brought me to yoga. Who knows what my life, because I came to yoga for healing. Well, at first it wasn't really for healing, but then after I started yoga, I learned that I could heal these problems through yoga, and therefore I stayed with yoga. And if I hadn't had that car accident, who knows where I would have gone. Because of the car accident, I was also able to have some money from insurance, so it meant I could travel a lot. I didn't have to be cornered into a job right after university in my hometown of Ottawa, and it meant that as well I could help, it would help to finance the ashram in Canada, and etc., etc. So even though something seems negative at the moment, in the long run we can see that it actually has a very positive effect. My first teacher, when he gave me an initiation into Kali, he said that that was my resonance with Kali, that car accident. Because Kali comes when you're not evolving, when you're falling down into things which are... I was drinking a lot, I was becoming an alcoholic, things weren't going in my life very well. I was having thoughts of dropping out of school and a lot of things. I don't know if I would have had the courage to drop out of school, but I was anyways thinking along these lines. And then Kali came along, and she's like often said to be like the mother. The mother, you know, it's this influence in our life that tells us, or possibly should be telling us, when we're not doing things right, and perhaps has to give us a spanking or a slap across the head or whatever it is. So this was my resonance with Kali, and as I said, at first it didn't seem like a very good thing that was happening to me. There was a lot of pain and suffering there, and yeah, it was hard to see how any good could come of it, but I'm alive now, I'm healthy, and a lot has come out of this. At the same time, maybe I probably would have still found spirituality in my own way in Ottawa, and my life would have been completely different. Needless to say, I probably wouldn't be here now with you guys had that accident not happened. So thank you for the accident. So karma can come in good form and bad form. It's more in terms of whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, as to whether it's good or bad at the end of the day or the end of the year or the end of one's life is we can't really judge. It's just in terms of pleasantness.